time. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. Acting Director LaBelle, from a scientific perspective, is there any rational justification for reducing the sentencing disparity?
Well, the scientific basis of both base cocaine, which is crack cocaine, and powder cocaine, they're similar and they have similar effects on the brain. The issue is how the drug is used. That's been the issue in the past. But really, the drugs themselves, the form of the drug is essentially the same.
I don't know if this illustration will be effective or not. First, this is flour. And this is an indication of the amount of powder cocaine that would result in the sentencing for this weighted amount of crack cocaine, 100 to 1. 18 to 1, I'm sorry, 18 to 1, which is an indication that if there's no science between the difference, the sentencing is dramatically different. I think that is the simple, direct point we're trying to make at this hearing. Governor Hutchinson, you have seen this war on drugs from so many angles. I can't think of a person who has the kind of experience you do. U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Arkansas, member of the House, Administrator of the Drug Enforcement Administration, Undersecretary for Border and Transportation Security, and now Governor of Arkansas. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate your candor, about the impact that this has on respect for the law in some communities. When African Americans disproportionately are penalized for this sentencing disparity, what it must mean to the community. Have you seen this firsthand as governor of your state or in your previous assignments?
I have seen it in really all of the assignments that you recited. And there's probably no one that supports our law enforcement more than me. I've been a part of it. I believe in them. I want to encourage them. And in each of the roles that I've seen, unfairness undermines the respect for the law, and that is so important to our law enforcement officers. From a personal perspective, it's been different as governor because I've seen clemency and pardon applications come across my desk in which I've seen the unfairness play out in the criminal justice system. And even though we have a 1-to-1 ratio here in Arkansas, you still see the consequences of severe penalties for simple possession, multiple possessions of drugs. And so you see the heartache, and you want to do everything you can to eliminate unfairness so that will gain respect both for law enforcement and for the system.
And I think that's what I tried to allude to in my opening remarks. The personal and family devastation of long sentences. And I'm amazed that any of these prisoners can come back, and I've seen so many of them come back after serving long periods of time to rebuild their families and rebuild their lives, but it is devastating. And I just want to add one other element to here. This sentencing disparity is not a creation of law enforcement. It is a creation of legislators, congressmen, senators, who've come up with these laws on sentencing disparities. So it is no reflection on law enforcement. It's our reflection on us and what we have done in establishing these standards of sentencing. And I think that's why we have such an awesome responsibility. I can't thank you both enough for being here today, your testimony. Senator Grassley.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.